Check out our top used car buys for students on a budget. When you're looking for the best student car, insurance costs are likely to feature right at the top of your list of critical factors. It's a sad fact of life that when you're a young or recently qualified driver and quite possibly bursting with excitement at the thought of getting behind the wheel, the price of cover basically rules out anything remotely exciting. Or perhaps that's a good thing, depending on your point of view. Still, here at Auto Express we're all for getting drivers behind the wheel at the earliest opportunity. After all, even the stodgiest of superminis is a better option than the bus, and who wants to rely on their parents trekking up and down the motorway from home to uni at the start and end of every term? Pragmatic thinking such as that can help to make even an aging Ford Fiesta seem a lot more attractive. Parents, too, will likely appreciate being released from the chore of running a taxi service. Unless they're the sort of parents who find it hard to let go, in which case their offspring will be even keener to get behind the wheel of their own set of wheels. But don't be too hard on the old dears, as parental support often makes all the difference when it comes to running a student car. As well as that cripplingly expensive insurance, even service and repair costs are hard to factor into a typical student budget. When it comes to funding a student car though, it isn't necessary to shell out big bucks. In fact, we've done some back-of-the-envelope sums based on the amount of maintenance loans students are currently entitled to. That figure is £6,904 for students living at home, £8,200 for those living away from home, and £10,702 for grants inside London. We reckon, for less than the cost of a single term's installment, you can get your hands on a perfect student car that's practical, safe, cheap to run and reliable, and most importantly with loads of life left in it. That could be a good investment, not just for trips home but also getting around at university, giving worried parents real peace of mind. We've chosen 3 budgets, each of which leaves a significant chunk of change from a payment of the annual loan. Even on such a small budget, most of these models can often be found with low mileage, due to their popularity with older owners who don't cover many miles each year. Pick one of these up as you start studying, and it'll still be going strong when you graduate. On a budget of £1,500. Ford Fiesta. Model, 2006 Ford Fiesta 1.25 Zetec. CO2/annual road tax, 147G/km/£145. Official fuel economy, 4.5 mpg. Insurance group, 9. The Fiesta has been the UK's favourite small car since it was launched 40 years ago. It's easy to see why, whatever your budget, a Ford Supermini is within reach. You won't get a current model for £1,500, but you can secure a 2006 MK6 Fiesta 1.25 that's covered 70,000 miles. For your money, you'll have a car that's great to drive, cheap to run and practical. Go for the more modern 1.25 engine and avoid studio editions. Aim for at least a Zetec. Listen for worn drop links in the front suspension, they creak, and on 3-door cars, make sure the front seats tilt forward, as the cable can break. Renault Clio. Model, 2007 Renault Clio 1.4 Expression. CO2/annual road tax, 139G/km/£130. Official fuel economy, 4.7 mpg. Insurance group, 8. Sold between 2005 and 2013, the Renault Clio MK3 represents excellent value for money, plus it's great fun. For £1,500, you can buy a 90,000-mile 2007 car with a 1.4-litre petrol engine. Despite the name, avoid the campus editions, and the entry-level Extreme is too basic, so go for a 1.2 Expression. The Clio is one of the few small cars where we'd also recommend looking at a diesel, but £1,500 nets only a high-mileage 1.5 DCI, and these Clios can be fragile, with petrol engines more reliable. Check for interior wear, make sure the aircon works, and test all of the electrics. Kia Picanto. Model, 2007 Kia Picanto 1.1 LS. CO2/annual road tax, 124G/km/pound 110. Official fuel economy, 55 mpg. Insurance group, 9. This Kia won't score highly in terms of street cred, but reliability and value are arguably more important, which is why the old MK1 Picanto is our third recommendation for this budget. As standard you get 5-door practicality, and although the car is smaller than the Fiesta and Clio, that just makes it lighter and more fuel efficient. There were 1.0 GS and 1.1 LS options only. The bigger engine is more perky, and automatically comes with extra equipment, so aim for that. Make sure the engine isn't leaking oil, that it idles smoothly and that the anti-roll bar bushes aren't creaking from having dried out. On a budget of £2,000. Vauxhall Corsa. Model, 2007 Vauxhall Corsa 1.2c. CO2/annual road tax, 139G/km/pound 130. Official fuel economy, 46 mpg. Insurance group, 6. Not many cars can compete with the Corsa on value, as it's very easy to drive. There are plenty to choose from and running costs tend to be relatively low. However, its popularity with crash-prone young drivers means insurance can be more costly than you might expect. Your £2,000 buys a 2007 Corsa 1.2c with 70,000 miles on the clock. At this money, there are more examples of the previous model, the Corsa C, but the later car is more spacious and better to drive. Abused examples are common, though, with clutches, radiators, wheel bearings and steering racks all prone to failure. Smart 44. Model, 2006 Smart 44 1.1 Passion. CO2/annual road tax, 135G/km/pound 130. Official fuel economy, 51 mpg. Insurance group, 8. Few people remember this slow-selling 5-door hatch, based on the contemporary Mitsubishi Colt. Those underpinnings mean you get Japanese reliability, but in a much more distinctive package. High prices when new reduced the Smart's desirability, but now you can buy a 70,000-mile 2006 44 1.1 Passion for just £2,000. This higher spec model is well equipped, but if the insurance costs aren't too high, the 1.5 diesel is the one to go for. Running costs tend to be low, but wheel bearings and front anti-roll bar drop links don't tend to last, while excessive wind noise suggests poorly aligned front doors. Seat Evisa. Model, 2006 Seat Evisa 1.2 reference. CO2/annual road tax, 140G/km/pound 130. Official fuel economy, 47 mpg. Insurance group, 6. Seat has long aimed its cars at younger buyers, which is why the Evisa is so popular with students. As good to drive as it is to look at, the Super Mini offers strong value with decent carrying capacity and a good level of kit. For £2,000, you can get a 60,000-mile 2006 MK4 Evisa 1.2 reference. Spend an extra £500 and the next generation, launched in 2008, can be yours. But check the history before you buy, as the Evisa is popular with young drivers who often scrape and neglect their cars. Also make sure the cam belt has been replaced on schedule and that the electrics work, as they can be temperamental. On a budget of £3,000. Toyota Yaris. Model, 2007 Toyota Yaris 1.3 TR. CO2/annual road tax, 127G/km/pound 110. Official fuel economy, 52 mpg. Insurance group, 6. It's the only Japanese car here, and the Yaris is renowned for its reliability. But because of its excellent reputation, asking prices tend to be a little higher than for equivalent European Super Minis. The Toyota offers some of the lowest insurance costs around, plus a 4-star Euro NCAP rating. Your £3,000 buys a 2007 Yaris 1.3 TR that's done 50,000 miles. This engine is noticeably perkier than the 1.0-liter alternative while still being insurance-friendly. We'd avoid the multi-drive automatic gearbox, and you need to be on the lookout for engine misfires, but there are few common issues with these cars. Mini 1. Model, 2007 Mini 1 1.4 hatch. CO2/annual road tax, 138G/km/pound 130. Official fuel economy, 49 mpg. Insurance group, 12. The Mini has been a massive success for BMW and it's easy to see why. It looks great, is fun to drive and safe, thanks to its strong body shell. However, prices are high, reliability can be patchy, it isn't the most practical Super Mini and insurance costs can be relatively steep. For many, these are sacrifices worth making. If you're tempted, this budget is enough for an 80,000 mile 2007 Mini 1 1.4 hatch. Earlier cars with the 1.6-liter engine are easier to find at this price, but this second-generation model is a significant improvement. Check for cracked windscreens, unreliable electrics, and paintwork damage. Volkswagen Polo. Model, 2009 Volkswagen Polo 1.2 match. CO2/annual road tax, 144G/km/pound 145. Official fuel economy, 46 mpg. Insurance group, 4. You might think the Polo is out of reach, but this is the newest car here and potentially the cheapest to insure. For within £3,000, you can get your hands on a 70,000 mile 1.2-liter version of one of the last previous generation models. Most Polos at this money are to E-spec, but if you can find a match, you'll benefit from aircon, alloys and electric front windows. It's a strong and safe car for the money, if not quite as reliable as you might expect. Check for corrosion under the window seals, listen for a whining gearbox and make sure the footwells aren't waterlogged, as the door seals can fail.